What's up, YouTube? Team Envoy here, and now we're coming at you live with a Shiranui deck profile. Now, in before, Omega Abuse, yes, this deck does use Omega a lot. So let's just jump right into it, and hope you enjoy. So first off, Triple Shiranui Solitaire. Solitaire is just, he is an instant Unizombie deck, honestly. Basically, just summon him, tribute himself, pull out the Unizombie, send Mezuki with Unizombie, and bam, there you go. You basically, if you know this deck, you know exactly where you're going to go with that play. Next up, Triple Spirit Master. Now, Spirit Master, when he's summoned, allows him to special summon a Shiranui from your hand, excluding himself, but you also get to get 2 level 4s on board, but also the monster summon gets banished. But here's the thing, you can also Xyz with it. Now, another thing you do is you can banish Spirit Master, and you can pop a card on field. So, easy removal, and it's just a really good card in my opinion. You want double Spectral Swords. Double Shiranui Spectral Sword is a level 2 tuner, is a tuner used a lot, but not as much as Unizombie. The issue with Spectral Sword is you can send it from the graveyard with 1 zombie and banish them, and you can special summon a zombie of equal level to the 2 monsters sent, or banished that way. The problem with this is the monster will not be properly summoned using its summoning mechanics, so you can't technically bring it back, so you gotta be careful how you use Spectral Sword. Next up, I run 1 Samurai. Honestly, 1 Samurai is good enough in my opinion. Just like 1 Smith, you don't really need anything more than that. They're pretty good on their own, but running more than 1 of each, I feel, clogs the deck a bit. So let's just roll into the bread and butter of the deck. Triple Mezuki. Should have seen this one coming. Mezuki is just, he just keeps the deck running. It keeps the deck flowing. He is self-explanatory. Next up, Triple Unizombie. Just adds to that fire. Just that building Shiranui fire. Being able to send Mezuki from your deck to graveyard, being able to use Mezuki, bring back a Solitaire, for example, synchro into Omega is just too freaking good. Now, I run double Plague Spreader. Plague Spreader is a replaceable tuner. The cool thing about Plague Spreader is that I'd run Doomkaiser Dragon in this deck because I run a variant that runs Zombie World, and Zombie World is really underappreciated, and I'm going to explain to you later why it's a little underappreciated. Next up is Goblin Zombie. Goblin Zombie is pretty good because if you manage to hit your opponent for direct damage, you basically get to send the mill a card from their deck. Whether that's good or bad, all depends on the deck they're running. But if he leaves the field and is sent to grave, or correction, if he's just sent to grave, you get to search a zombie monster with 1200 or less defense. So basically, search a Shiranui, search a Mezuki, or a Unizombie to your hand. Like, you already know where this is going. Next up, we run 1 Zombie Master. Now, Zombie Master is good because you can discard a card. For example, let's say you have a dead Mezuki in hand, summon the Zombie Master, discard it, and now you can special summon a different zombie from your graveyard. Now, the cool thing about it is Zombie Master is that if you have Zombie World on field, you can actually target a zombie in either player's graveyard that's level 4 or lower. So, if Zombie World makes all monsters in both players' fields and graveyards zombie types. So, you can basically target, I don't know, a level 4 monster and their graveyard, summon it for your side of the field, Xyz, or use it for a synchro. Next up, double Raiden. Raiden helps thin out the deck. Basically, helps you get closer to your Mezukis in grave. He's really good in my opinion. Next up, Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk helps you pull, discard a useless spell card that might not serve the situation. Let's say you have an extra Zombie World or something. Summon him, discard the spell, get to your Solitaire, discard Tribute Solitaire, and summon your Unizombie, and go from there. Increase the level of Unizombie, and then boom, Omega. Next up, Book of Life. Book of Life is basically Monster Reborn in this deck. It is essentially Monster Reborn for your graveyard. And also you get to banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. Now, the cool thing about Book of Life is that you can use Zombie World, and it makes all monsters in the graveyard zombie types. Zombie World basically can make even Crystal Wing or Omega zombie types, and you can bring them back using Book of Life. So just when your opponent thinks that they're safe, nah, bring it back. Now they're in trouble once more. Double Charge of the Light Brigade. This helps you search the Raiden. It also helps thin your deck out. So put those Mezukis in grave. Next, Gold Sarcophagus. Gold Sarcophagus is just a little underrated card. You can use it to banish a card for 2 turns, and then it comes to your hand. Now, the cool thing about this is you could banish a Spirit Master, and then when Spirit Master gets banished because of this card, pop a card on field, and then 2 turns later, you get it to your hand, so it helps thin the deck out, and it's also technically removal if you run it with Spirit Master. 1 Raigeki. Raigeki's too good. Just wipe the opponent's field of monsters that can't protect against. You already know how Raigeki is. Come on, guys. Soul Charge. Really good. Bring back key components of the deck, resynchro into new components, or go into your Xyz plays. Soul Charge is too good. The only downside is you will lose some life points, but let's be real now. Foolish Burial, send Mezuki to grave, simply put. Or you might want to send a Spectral Sword to grave, activate Spectral Sword, and pull a zombie monster from your extra deck. Next up, Double Twin Twister. Let's basically pop your opponent's back row. But you can also use it to send a Mezuki from your hand to grave. you run double Shiranui style Swallow Slash. Really good card, lets you destroy 2 cards on field by tributing a zombie monster and then sending a Shiranui from your deck to grave or banish it. Now, next up, we use... This is a proxy for the new card coming out of Raging Tempest, Shiranui style Reincarnation. But you can just substitute it for something else like a Solemn Strike temporarily. Next up, you want a single Quaking Mirror Force. Quaking Mirror Force is just, oof, when your opponent thinks that they're safe, if they foolishly attack you, man, flip all those cards face down and just go from there. Call the Haunted. I was thinking of bumping Book of Life to 3, but Call the Haunted is just that one little extra bit. It just helps. And then Solemn Warning, because, you know, you gotta go with the Solemn, stop the opponent's pesky plays. Now for the extra deck, gotta say it right here, it's obvious. Triple Omega, the little bread and butter extra deck monster. Recycle your Mezukis, abuse them non-stop. Like, come on, guys. Omega is just too much. Now, double Shogun Saga. Shogun Saga can get real big real quick. There's actually some times where you can summon Shogun Saga and then use this effect to banish a Shogun Saga. Now you're dealing with a monster of up to 6k attack, and basically your opponent's got to take that. Shogun Saga is basically your main beater of the deck. Samurai Saga is your one of. You run him at 1. I don't really like running him at 2, but at 1 he's okay. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. You can get to Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon by tuning a Spectral Sword face up and a Samurai Saga or a Doom Kaiser Dragon. Speaking of Doom Kaiser Dragon is just synonymous with Zombie World. You can basically monster reborn a monster from either player's graveyard. He's just too good as long as Zombie World's up. So basically, let's say your opponent has like a, I don't know, an ABC in the graveyard or a Treat Toad or something, just basically pull that shit out. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. He's a good 8, mass removal, and a big beater. Really good card. Stardust Spark Dragon to give you extra protection. You could run Stardust Dragon also, but Spark in my opinion is a little good. Like, you know, protect your Omega in case you got in a sticky situation. Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. Spin problematic cards when it's summoned, and then when they try to summon a big card, just spin it right back. Really good. A very good card that I love. Black Rose Dragon. When it's summoned, basically nuke the field, get rid of everything, hit the reset button on the field. It's just really good. We run Leo, Keeper of the Sacred Tree for now, until we can get Shiranui Sovereign Saga, which also comes out in Raging Tempest, but for now we run Leo. And lastly, for the extra deck, we run 1 Castel for spot removal, and 1 Abyss Dweller to lock out the opponent's graveyards. We might switch them out for a Utopia and Utopia the Lightning. But so far, this is the deck as is. If you guys want, hit that subscribe button, and we'll come right back at you with another deck profile soon. Team Envoy out.